everyone, and welcome to what can only be described as a very cold morning on the allotment plot. It's about -2 here where I'm in London, in South London, and my plot has completely frozen over as predicted. So it's not the best time to get here to do any actual gardening, but I wanted to go on a morning walk this morning and my feet ended up bringing me here. So I think it's just nice to walk here sometimes, even if I can't actually do anything productive. So it looks really beautiful though. So stunning to see it like this, and I love seeing it like this because then you get to see the real contrast in the spring and summer when everything kind of starts growing, and you remember how it used to be in the winter. So, but of course, if you're not wanting to get out yourself because it's too cold where you are, come and watch my vlogs, because here I am on the plot doing it for you. Look at this, a frozen stick. It's quite beautiful, isn't it? It's like I've done it on purpose in glass or something and preserved it, but we don't really want all that ice. So, stunning but unnecessary, I'm afraid, my friend. Oh, come on. We'll leave it. Maybe the little bugs can practice some ice skating or something, I don't know. Who knows what birds get up to when we're not watching. Right, that's the pond broken up. Just want to say a massive thank you if you have gone out and purchased my allotment planner. So overwhelmed with the amount of you that have actually gone, have left me really nice comments as well, and just sent me pictures of it arriving, and you know, think it's really nice and stuff. It just means so much. It's the first time I've ever sort of sold anything in my life ever that I've like created. So it feels really scary, but at the same time it's really exciting to see like the orders go up and stuff. So I really hope you like it. If you do order one, I hope it brings you a lot of joy. I hope you find it really useful. And just thank you. I think I got to number 4 this morning when I checked on Amazon for fruit and veg books, for the bestsellers. So to get to number 4 is absolutely insane. I didn't think that would ever happen in my life, and it's not even my book, it's my planner. So definitely going to be thinking about self-publishing this book if I can't find a publisher this year, because I think now I know how it all works and stuff, I feel a lot more confident doing it. So yeah, really happy. So just thank you. I'm at the back now and I'm looking at my compost heap. So compost heap is looking very frozen. I don't know if it freezing over is actually maybe a good thing, because of the moisture and stuff, but somebody did say I should cover it, and that's just to keep it warm and also stop it getting too wet, because if it gets too wet then it doesn't turn to compost. So I think what we'll do is, I think I'm going to use, I always like to use what I've already got, not buy anything new. So right, so I've got this on it now, and I put a big slab of wood, like it's part of a tree, I think. I don't know what that is. But yeah, I put that on it, and that's just to keep it insulated and stop it getting from too wet in there, and to keep it covered. People keep saying to me, you need to cover it, keep it covered. So now it's officially covered. So that's sorted. I was going to try and do a bit of a, oh gosh, what's happening? I was going to try and do a bit of a dodgy job today, but I don't know if I've got the strength, the mental strength to do it, but no one's here, and I sort of think it's the best time to do these things that I don't know how to do. So yeah, I think I'm going to do it. And the thing I was going to do is try and thin out the tree, but I'm looking at it now and it looks a bit scary doing that. I don't know if it's one of these moments where I'm like, I just shouldn't. It's just that this tree, because it's got multiple stems, it makes sense just to take a few stems out so that I can get a bit more light to my plot in the summertime. But looking at it now, the stems look really thick. I thought they were thinner than that. What I can do though is tackle this thing, because this thing here is really annoying and it gives a lot of shade over my pond, which I don't really want. So I might tackle this one Right, whenever you see me coming out the shed with one of these, it's time to brace yourselves. Just wearing my COOLJOB winter gloves. I've left a link below. These are the best gardening gloves that I've ever found. I do get sponsored to wear them, if you know what I mean. Like, I get given them for free basically, but they are really good. They're waterproof. They're also fleece lined inside, so they're sort of like a winter glove as well as a gardening glove, and they're really thick. They're just the best ones that I've ever found in my life. They're amazing, so definitely recommend them if you're looking for gardening gloves, particularly in this weather, and hopefully they'll protect my hands from imminent danger coming my way. Right, let's do this. Let's do it. It's bigger than I thought it would be. Glad I didn't see what I was cutting down then. Camera. So as I'm just putting those things there to make my little fence, I've got a makeshift fence there, I just keep adding to it. Just behind there is something that looks really interesting, and it looks like it's buried in all that stuff, and I don't think anybody else wants it. Oh, look at that smoke coming from there. Does that mean it's compost? Or is that evaporation? That's really cool, doesn't it? That is pretty magical looking, isn't it? That is pretty magical. I'm not sure what's going on there, but it's so cool. Right, this plot next to me is abandoned now. It's an abandoned plot. I know that because the people who have that plot haven't been there for ages, and they've sold all their stuff off. All their stuff's gone, all their raised beds and everything, so I was obviously too late, or they just didn't like me. They just didn't offer any to me, but there is something there and I want to go and have a little look at what it is. I really don't think they're using it. I really don't. I really want it. I don't know what it is, but I really want it. I think it's just going to sit there and do nothing. Right, can we just all collectively agree that it's not stealing if it's been abandoned under a pile of brambles and it's rotting to within an inch of its life? No one is going to claim this. No one's going to come back and pick this up, right? So it's fair game, right? It's just going to be wasted there, and I'll use it. I don't know what it is, but I really like it. I really like it. I don't know what it is, but I really like it. And look what it's got at the top. It's got this thing. As someone was saying about my compost, I had to sieve it or something. This is really useful. This is like amazing. I know it's all rotted and everything, but who cares, right? It's free. I found that. I like it. I like it a lot. So initial ideas are that it's like a vegetable washing station, and you put your vegetables in there and then you just pour some water over it to wash them. That could be what it is, because it's got this grill on it. Also could be like a sieve for compost, and you put compost in and then you put a big like bag or something at the bottom and you catch all the compost that goes through it. Whatever it is, I like it. I just like it. I like the look of it, I like the feel of it, I like the fact that I found it. But yeah, if you're an old time watcher of my channel, you might remember that next door they had loads of raised beds, and they never grew in them, and then now they've just all gone. So I think either everyone's helped themselves to them, or they've come and said anyone can take them. I don't know, but I missed them, so I missed the memo. But oh well, I mean, that plot's just abandoned now. I could take that plot and grow stuff on it, couldn't I? Like, I could just ask for that plot. I feel like Emma the dreamer wants to be like, yeah, take it, come on, have a double plot. And then Emma the realist just sort of like, no, come on, this one takes enough of my time. Let's go have a little look at it, see the size of it. I'm pretty sure it's the same size as my plot, so it would just be double the work. But so you can see it's a hell of a lot of work, and it's got all this ground sheet down as well, which I don't really like, but at least you could pull that up and maybe there wouldn't be so many weeds. It's a nice little size plot, doesn't get much sun. There's my plot right next to it, so I would just expand out, have a big plot. Let's go have a little look on the plot. Come on, no one's here, let's do it. They've got nice compost bins, not used but really nice. I wonder if there's some free stuff here I can have actually, if anyone comes back and claims it all. It's quite nice little compost things like that. Little old abandoned wheelbarrow. Let's have a look. Ground sheet, ground sheet, ground sheet. I don't know if these are fabric raised beds or something. Let's just try to put in. Fallen tree there. Someone's obviously had a go at the tree. Yeah. Then we got next door, they got a nice little garden next door. You see what I mean? This is what I mean by when you get an allotment plot, you don't just have to grow food and fruit and veg on it if you don't want to. So my neighbour over here has actually created a little garden for herself. So she's got the nice trimmed lawn, and she's got like a lavender hedge, which is so sweet, and a couple of veg like patches at the back of it. But basically this is her garden, because I think her and her kids don't have a garden, so now they do. They can put a little paddling pool there or whatever. So you know, the rules are pretty like lax on what you can actually do at these places. So this plot is actually massive. There's how big it is. And then we come right to the back here. It just needs so much. I don't even think it needs that much work actually. I really don't. I really think you could clear this in like a day. Oh, I don't know now. These are beautiful, aren't they? Look at those. Tell you what, rebel me wants to take it on so bad. It's such a big amount of space. It's beautiful. Oh my goodness. But I think it just gets so much shade, especially at the front. I think it's so much wasted space, because I think the front of it is just so shady. And then we've got this great big tree here behind me, which is in someone's garden, so you can't take that down. And you've got another tree over there with a big magpie nest in there. And then obviously my trees and my plot, which I really want to get rid of, but I just don't feel confident enough to do it just yet. Oh, but yeah, I really want to take that on, but come on, be sensible, Emma. Be sensible. I think I've got enough on my plate at the moment with this one, but maybe in the future, if nobody takes it, maybe I'll consider it in the future. But for now, I think this space alone like takes up a lot of my time, and also I didn't even have very much growing last year, so I really think I need to just focus on this plot. It actually makes me really appreciate how much work has gone into my allotment plot, because when you see one like that, you realise it's not as bad as you think, is it? It's just not as bad. Right, so we've cut that back a little bit, and we've found ourselves a new toy to play with, which is just good fun. Right. Really looking forward to spring and summer now. I can't stop thinking about it every time I'm here. I'm just walking around, just imagining the plot, like with tulips and with crops to pick, and just that feeling of like when you come in the morning and it's really warm and sunny. I just can't wait for it now, and I'm so excited and inspired to start sowing and growing stuff. I really feel like this is going to be my year, and I think the reason for that is because I actually took a break over the winter. So you might have noticed over December there were very little videos on the channel. I really stepped back from my garden, from my allotment plot. I completely focused on my house and like Christmas and all that stuff. And I just completely left the allotment plot to the back of my mind, and it's like recharged me. It's like given me this fresh energy. It is absolutely stunning here today, but it's blooming freezing. I'm so glad I've got my winter gloves on. These are actually amazing at keeping your hands warm. I'm going to go home now and have a really hot cup of tea. I hope you enjoyed my vlog today. If you're not getting out, because it is absolutely freezing, I completely understand if you don't want to get out. Don't worry, I'll be doing it for you. So just tune in here every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. I'll be out as much as I can at my allotment plot, getting jobs done, doing things, trying to inspire you, put a smile on your face. So subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, and I will see you again on Monday. Have a lovely weekend, everyone. See you Monday. Bye.